intelligent guys. They look at the standings to know what's at stake, and we want to keep ourselves in the playoffs and get as good a position as we can.
Do you see any difference in the teams just throughout training this week as they prepare?
We've only had 1 day of training, and so most of the guys regen today. So, yeah.
I'm forgetting how many years MLS has done this, but do you kind of like the idea that everybody's going off at the same time?
Yeah, this is the first year they're doing it, so it's it's a new concept. I think some of the teams, because in the past you'd have some games on Friday, some on Saturday, some on Sunday, and obviously there was a big benefit to the team on Sunday. Sort of knew what they had to do or didn't have to do as they went into that game. So I think having it, I don't know what they're calling it, decision day. I'm not up with all the marketing hype, but I think it's a good thing having all the East Coast or the Eastern Division games at the same time in the West. So.
You mentioned on Sunday that you guys maybe needed to move the ball a little bit quicker early on. Is that down to the midfield, or is it down to connecting with the back line, or how do you sort of diagnose what you guys need to do differently to get that going earlier on?
It's down to everything. I mean, it's just the ball needs to move quicker. We've got enough good players, enough guys who are quality that the ball needs to move quicker in the back, the ball needs to move quicker in midfield, the ball needs to get up front, and the ball needs to move quicker up front as well. It's just overall the ball needs to move quicker. Our movement off the ball needs to be better.
And it looked like Gonzo and Brad and Chad were sort of off to the side doing a passing drill today. Is that a normal thing, or was that a point of emphasis that you guys were working on?
That was just part of, they just did their regen today. So.
Kind of a down year for Salt Lake, but Rimando is solid as ever. What separates a great elite keeper like that from the rest, kind of?
Well, Nicky's always been special. I mean, I recruited him in the UCLA when I was there, so I've known Nicky a long time. He's played for my under-20 team as well. Nicky's always had a very strong belief. He's strong of character, and he's always had great reactions and great reflexes. And so everybody's always, well, he's a little undersized, but it's never been an issue with him because he plays big. He plays big. He likes to be involved. He likes contact. In high school, I think he was a defensive back on the football team. So he's got good lateral movement. He's got good reactions. I mean, that's always been a hallmark of Nicky's game.
You brought up not having to pump up the team since they are at home. Is it extra beneficial for you guys being able to have this home game, this final home game, and when you need to win?
Sure, playing in front of our fans is always better, and being at home is better for sure. It gets us in front of more of our fans because our fans do travel, but being at home in front of our big crowd, makes a big difference. And again, like I said, these guys know what they need to do, and if I've got to sit there and stand on my head to get them pumped up, then we're all doing the wrong thing.
And while any result could work to get y'all through, y'all go out with the idea that you need 3 points.
I want to get 3 points because it puts us into possibly the best position possible, because there can be some results on the other way that go not like we expect them, or there can even be some results that push us up, So right now, we could finish, fourth. I don't know if we can finish third. I'd have to look at the tables again to make sure of that, but I know we could finish fourth, we could finish sixth, we could finish out. And the same is true of other teams, like for example, the Galaxy. They could finish, who knows, third or sixth, for all we know. So, it's a good thing for the fans, because it's going to make for an interesting day.
And then with this kind of run of draws that y'all have had, some teams are catching up with you, I think, also on the tiebreaker now. The wins isn't the consolation.
Yeah, I think if we win our last game, we're still good in terms of that. And, our goal differential is all right. I wish we would have gotten some of those draws earlier when we were on that one streak, because, if we would have gotten 2 or 3 draws in that streak, that would have given us 2-3 more points, and we'd be in a different position today. So it's good that we've shown a capability of being able to come back and equalize those games, but now we've got to make sure that we can step out in front and get the first goal and hold on to it.
Given how results broke elsewhere, do you wish that you guys would have gone out and been a little bit more proactive early on and sort of pushing for a win rather than shooting for the road draw?
As I said, we weren't shooting for the road draw. Okay, so let's get that out of our minds, because that wasn't the case at all. And I said it was on me because I thought they would come at us a little bit more. Houston was a lot more conservative than I thought they would be. As a result of that lulled the game a little bit, and then we couldn't really ratchet up a gear. But we always went into the game trying to win the game. We didn't go into the game saying, okay, let's get out of here with a draw.
Brad was named Humanitarian of the Year for the club. What does he mean to the community?
You know, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's not just Brad. I think it's a lot of guys. You know, I know Nagel was up and Roldan was also nominated. Michael Lazera. I think a lot of our guys do a lot of good stuff within the community and work really hard. Brad's one of the many, and it's great to see that hard work get recognition.